We all face setbacks. It doesn't matter how determined or ambitious we are, at some point we'll encounter obstacles that challenge our progress. But here's the thing. Setbacks don't define us. How we handle them does. For those of us who are destined for something greater, the chosen ones, the journey is never a smooth, straight path. There are detours, bumps in the road, and moments where it feels like everything is falling apart. But it's in these very moments that our resilience is tested, our strength is built, and our true potential emerges. Have you ever experienced a moment where you thought, "This is it, I've reached my limit, I can't go any further"? Maybe it was a failure, a rejection, or a setback that threw you off course. Perhaps you started something with passion, only to be hit with an unexpected obstacle that made you question whether you were on the right path. If so, you're not alone. Every great achiever has faced setbacks, and it's how they responded that allowed them to rise above the challenge. When setbacks occur, the first instinct for many is to give up. It's easy to feel defeated, to let failure cloud your vision and stall your momentum. But what if I told you that setbacks are not only inevitable, they're essential for your growth? What if I told you that every setback you face is a chance for you to come back stronger, more determined, and more focused on your mission than ever before? The key is learning to stay focused on your mission, especially when things aren't going as planned. It's about building resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, and using setbacks as stepping stones toward your ultimate goal. Let's take a moment to think about some of the most successful people in history. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, is a perfect example. Edison famously failed over 1,000 times before finally inventing the light bulb. Yet, when asked about his many failures, he didn't see them as defeats. Instead, he saw them as valuable lessons. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Edison's resilience in the face of setbacks eventually led to one of the most important inventions in human history. Then there's J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the wealthiest authors in the world, Rowling faced rejection after rejection. Her manuscript for Harry Potter was turned down by multiple publishers before finally being accepted by one. During this time, she experienced personal and financial hardships, yet she persisted. She stayed focused on her mission to tell the story of Harry Potter, and her belief in her work helped her push through the toughest moments of doubt and rejection. What can we learn from stories like these? The most important lesson is that setbacks are not signs to quit. They're signals that you're on the right path. Why? Because growth doesn't happen in a straight line. Progress is messy, and the most successful people in the world are those who can stay focused on their mission despite the inevitable challenges they encounter. But how do you stay focused when setbacks seem overwhelming? How do you keep moving forward when the weight of failure feels like too much to bear? The answer lies in your mindset. The chosen ones have a mindset that views setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than barriers. They understand that failure is not permanent. It's just part of the process. And that's where you need to shift your thinking as well. Rather than seeing setbacks as an end to your journey, view them as a necessary part of the path. When you shift your perspective, you'll find that these challenges are not stopping you from reaching your goal. They are helping you build the strength and resilience required to succeed. The next time you face a setback, remember that you are being shaped for greatness. These experiences are part of your transformation. They are the fire that tempers the sword of your success. So, how can you cultivate this mindset and stay focused on your mission, even when setbacks try to pull you off course? First, remember your why. When setbacks happen, it's easy to lose sight of why you started in the first place. Reconnect with your purpose, reflect on the reasons that drive you and the vision you have for your future. Your mission is bigger than any obstacle, and when you remind yourself of why it matters, you'll find the strength to push through. Second, embrace patience. We live in a world that expects instant gratification, but true success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent effort, determination, and the ability to persevere despite setbacks. Embrace the idea that progress takes time. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step closer to your ultimate goal. Third, build a support system. No one achieves greatness alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your mission. Seek out mentors, friends, or colleagues who can offer guidance, support, and encouragement when you're facing setbacks. A strong support system can help you stay grounded and focused, reminding you that setbacks are temporary and success is inevitable when you keep moving forward. And finally, practice self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things go wrong, but being kind to yourself in moments of failure is crucial. Acknowledge that setbacks are a natural part of the journey, and allow yourself the grace to recover and learn from them. When you treat yourself with compassion, you'll build the mental and emotional strength to keep going. Remember, setbacks don't define you. It's how you respond to them that shapes your future. When you stay focused on your mission and trust in the process, you'll find that you can turn every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. The chosen ones understand that setbacks are simply part of the journey to greatness. They don't let temporary defeats derail their long-term vision. They keep their eyes on the prize, knowing that every challenge is another opportunity to prove their resilience and further cement their place on the path to success. Now let's take a deeper dive into the how of overcoming setbacks and staying laser-focused on your mission. The first part of the journey involves a crucial shift in perspective, understanding that setbacks are not failures, but essential parts of the process. But the next step is to actively take control of how you respond to these challenges. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal when faced with setbacks is your ability to adapt. The chosen ones don't just stand still when faced with obstacles. They pivot, they adapt, they reframe the situation and find new solutions, often in ways they hadn't imagined before. Let's take a moment to look at Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. In high school, Jordan was cut from his varsity basketball team. Most people would have taken this as a devastating blow. But Jordan didn't quit. Instead, he took it as fuel to work harder. His ability to adapt to the setback, to use it as motivation, led to a career that changed the world of basketball forever. He didn't let a single setback define him. Instead, he adapted, grew stronger, and rose above it. Adaptability is a mindset that every chosen one must cultivate. When things go wrong, instead of focusing on the problem, think about the solution. Ask yourself, What can I do differently? What can I learn from this? Every setback is a chance to become more resourceful and creative. The more flexible and open-minded you are, the quicker you'll be able to navigate challenges and get back on track. But adaptability isn't just about bouncing back quickly. It's also about developing resilience over time. Resilience isn't something that comes naturally. It's a muscle that needs to be built. The more you face adversity and keep going, the stronger you become. Building resilience starts by acknowledging that setbacks are inevitable. Life is not always going to go according to plan. The path to greatness is filled with obstacles, but how you react to them shapes your journey. If you approach setbacks with the understanding that they are temporary, that they do not define you, then you begin to shift your response to adversity. Instead of feeling overwhelmed or discouraged, you see each setback as a temporary roadblock that you can learn from and overcome. Another vital aspect of staying focused on your mission is maintaining clarity of purpose. When setbacks occur, it's easy to become distracted or discouraged, but the chosen ones have a deep understanding of their why. They have a clear vision of their goal and their purpose, and it's this clarity that helps them persevere. Think about Walt Disney, who was told that his ideas were too far-fetched and that he lacked creativity. He experienced numerous failures, from financial difficulties to his business ventures going bankrupt. Yet he kept his eyes on the big picture. He didn't let the setbacks stop him because he was driven by a deeper mission, bringing joy and imagination to the world. He knew that Disney World wasn't just about building a theme park. It was about creating an experience that would impact generations to come. This clarity of purpose helped him rise above failure and ultimately create one of the most influential entertainment empires in the world. When you face challenges, it's essential to reconnect with your deeper purpose, the mission you're striving toward. Your why acts as an anchor that holds you steady in turbulent times. It reminds you why you started this journey in the first place, and it gives you the strength to push through the tough times. One way to maintain that clarity is through daily reflection. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on your progress, even if it's small. Write down your goals, how you feel, and any lessons you've learned from your setbacks. This practice of reflection helps you maintain focus and motivation, even when it feels like nothing is moving forward. It also gives you the space to evaluate whether any changes are necessary in your approach or mindset. In addition to maintaining clarity, it's important to manage your energy during challenging times. Setbacks can drain you physically, emotionally, and mentally, but energy management is a skill that can help you stay grounded and maintain focus. It's easy to fall into the trap of burnout when things aren't going well, but the chosen ones know that sustaining their energy is just as important as staying focused on their mission. Start by recognizing when you need to recharge. It's okay to take a step back and give yourself time to rest, especially if you've been pushing yourself too hard. Rest isn't a sign of weakness. It's a way to replenish your resources and return stronger. Get outside, take a walk, meditate, or engage in an activity that recharges you. When you give yourself space to rest and renew, you'll find that you're better equipped to face setbacks with a clear and calm mind. At the same time, prioritize your mental health. Often, setbacks can trigger feelings of stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. When you feel overwhelmed, it's crucial to take a moment to breathe and refocus. Try incorporating practices like mindfulness or meditation into your daily routine to help you stay centered. These practices can reduce stress, enhance your focus, and bring clarity during moments of uncertainty. But staying focused isn't just about mindset and energy. It's also about taking consistent action. The chosen ones understand that inaction is the enemy of progress. When faced with setbacks, it's tempting to freeze or retreat. But nothing moves forward unless you continue to take action, even if it's small, consistent steps. In times of setbacks, focus on what you can control. You may not be able to control the obstacles, but you can control how you respond. Break down your goals into manageable steps and focus on accomplishing one thing at a time. Taking small actions will keep you moving forward and help you build momentum even during challenging times. Here's the secret: consistency is key. It's not about making giant leaps every day. It's about showing up and doing the work, even when the results aren't immediate. Over time, those small steps will add up, and the setbacks will become distant memories, no longer holding you back from your true purpose. The chosen ones know that setbacks are simply a chapter in their story, not the entire book. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. An opportunity to refine your approach and become stronger, smarter, and more resilient. It's how you respond to these setbacks that will ultimately shape your future. Now that we've discussed how to maintain a resilient mindset and stay focused during setbacks, let's dive into some powerful strategies for bouncing back stronger and continuing on your mission. These strategies are designed to help you push through obstacles with more purpose and clarity, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. One of the most effective ways to stay focused is to celebrate small victories, even in the midst of setbacks. This might sound counterintuitive. After all, you're facing challenges, right? So why celebrate? Because small wins are the building blocks of bigger success. Each time you overcome a setback, even in a small way, it reinforces your resilience and reminds you that progress is still happening. Take a moment to acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small they seem. Did you make it through a tough week of work? Did you handle a challenging conversation with grace? Did you learn a valuable lesson from a failure? Celebrate that. Every step forward, no matter how incremental, is a sign that you're still moving in the right direction. Celebrating these victories boosts your morale, gives you a sense of accomplishment, and refuels your motivation to keep pushing forward. It also helps you stay positive and maintain the mindset of someone who is destined for greatness. The more you recognize your progress, the more likely you are to keep that momentum going, even when setbacks try to derail you. Another powerful way to overcome setbacks is by reframing the situation. When challenges arise, it's easy to see them as roadblocks. But the chosen ones understand that setbacks are often disguised opportunities. Instead of thinking of setbacks as failures, reframe them as stepping stones toward growth. Every setback holds valuable lessons that will help you refine your approach and emerge stronger. For example, let's say you launched a new project and it didn't go as expected. Instead of seeing it as a failure, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Maybe the marketing strategy wasn't as effective as you thought, or the timing wasn't right. These aren't failures. They're lessons that will help you adjust and improve next time. Reframing setbacks in this way transforms them from something negative into an opportunity for self-improvement. You start to see challenges not as obstacles to avoid, but as opportunities to evolve and fine-tune your journey. Remember, growth only happens when we're pushed out of our comfort zones. Alongside reframing setbacks, it's also crucial to develop self-compassion during difficult times. Often, the biggest setbacks we face come with a lot of emotional baggage, regret, disappointment, self-criticism. These emotions can be draining and make it harder to stay focused on your mission. But when you practice self-compassion, you allow yourself the space to acknowledge your feelings without judgment. It's okay to feel frustrated, disappointed, or even scared when things don't go as planned. What matters is how you respond to those emotions. Self-compassion helps you move through these feelings without letting them dictate your actions. By being kind to yourself, you allow yourself to recover faster and move forward with a clearer mind and a stronger resolve. This self-compassion doesn't mean letting yourself off the hook for mistakes or setbacks, but rather it means being gentle with yourself and recognizing that setbacks are part of the human experience. The chosen ones know that their journey isn't about perfection, it's about growth. And growth comes from learning, adapting, and continuing to press forward, no matter how difficult things may get. Another important piece of the puzzle is visualizing your success. When setbacks start to cloud your path, it can be hard to see beyond the current challenge. That's why visualization is such a powerful tool for staying focused. Take time every day to close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goal. Imagine how it will feel when you finally reach the finish line. What does success look like to you? How do you feel? Who is there with you to celebrate your achievement? Visualization allows you to reconnect with your ultimate purpose and remind you of the rewards that await you at the end of your journey. It helps to renew your determination, especially during times of doubt. The more vividly you imagine your success, the more it strengthens your belief that it's possible and that your setbacks are simply temporary obstacles along the way. Seeking feedback is also an essential strategy when you face setbacks. It's easy to get trapped in your own head when things aren't going well, but getting external feedback can provide valuable perspective. When setbacks occur, it's essential to get input from trusted mentors, colleagues, or friends who can offer constructive criticism and help you see your situation from a different angle. These people can help you identify areas where you might improve, and they can also help you understand what's working well. Feedback allows you to grow and adapt, ensuring that you don't make the same mistakes again. It's a critical step toward turning setbacks into learning experiences that propel you forward. And finally, it's important to stay consistent, even when you don't see immediate results. The biggest difference between those who succeed and those who give up is consistency. You've heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? The same goes for your mission. Success doesn't come overnight. There will be days when it feels like you're not making any progress at all. But consistency is the key that keeps you moving forward, no matter how small the steps. Every time you show up and do the work, even when you feel defeated, you're reinforcing your commitment to your mission. And over time, Those small, consistent efforts will pay off in ways you can't even predict. Eventually, you'll look back and realize that all those setbacks were part of the greater process, and they helped shape you into the person you are today, the person who is on the path to greatness. To wrap up, remember this: setbacks are a natural part of the journey. They don't define your ability to succeed, they shape it. The chosen ones are those who can stay focused on their mission, no matter what obstacles come their way. They understand that every setback is simply an opportunity to grow, learn, and rise even stronger than before. Stay resilient, stay focused, and keep moving forward. Your mission is too important to let setbacks stop you.